We're live. Light on this. Oh, too much light. That's better. Okay. Hopefully, this is all working okay. Usually is. I'm going to give it a couple of minutes just to get the final few people on board. It is a film trivia special tonight for everyone. So, should be interesting. Should be a good one. I think it's some good rounds. We'll get started properly in a minute or so. So get yourselves comfy. Get yourself a beverage, be it water or beer or glass of wine. It is a Monday, so maybe just a water or a juice tonight. Okay, and I'm just going to check the stream's looking all good over on YouTube. I need to talk, don't I? Perfect, cool. Give us a thumbs up in the chat if you're here and ready to go. Got about 20 odd at the moment. I was expecting a slightly smaller crowd as it is a film specialist quiz. I had over 100 people last week for our Harry Potter one, so I think we'll be doing a Harry Potter one again next week. I would like to host it because Leia got to host it. She did a great job. Thank you, Leia. But I want in on that action. Okay. Right, so for those who are playing the film quiz tonight, grab yourself a pen and paper. Get settled in. If you need any repeat questions or anything. Hey Jodie, thanks for that. Alison. You've got the chat box there, as Jodie and Alison have just demonstrated. Feel free to shout out to me. Yo, Stephen Marks. Hey, Gemma Cartwright. Thank you. Just got your quiz entry. Speaking of, if you are playing the quiz tonight, I really appreciate it if you can pay your, as you would in the pub, £1 or £2 in the pot. If you're playing regularly with us, feel free to just throw in once a week because we do have PayPal charges, unfortunately, every time. They do take about 40p per payment, so always good if you can throw in if you're playing regularly once a week. If this is your one and only quiz, if you've come just for the film quiz, the link is ko-fi.com/treehouse quizzes. I'll put it in the chat there for you. Pop a £1 or £2. £2 is great, but if £1 is absolutely fine. And if you are, much like me and all my quiz hosts, a struggling artist or writer or musician and you aren't getting a lot of income at the moment, no problem. Just enjoy the quiz and show us your film knowledge abilities. Right, okay. I think we start the quiz now because I'm babbling. For those who don't know, my name is Simon. I run Treehouse Quizzes. Hopefully you've been enjoying all of our quizzes throughout the week, hosted by Callum and Shura and Leia on Friday with the Harry Potter one. We've got some good ones coming up this week. Just to let you know, tomorrow night is a general knowledge with Shura. Wednesday is Peep Show with Callum. I know a lot of people looking forward to that one. He is in the process of writing it as we speak, I'm sure. Thursday will be me, just general knowledge. Thursday nights, always a great quiz night. Usually we're at the Stapleton Tavern on a Thursday. Shout out to Stapleton, guys. That's a great pub. Thanks, Jack. I just got your message there. That's brilliant of you. And Friday night this week is a very special one. We've got Big Jim's Quiz Lock-In. Big Jim's Quiz Lock-In. That is Jamie will be running a kind of classic pub quiz. If you can get more pub quizzing than what we're doing, I don't know what he's going to add to it. He's writing the whole thing. I'm giving him full control. He's probably going to drink some beers whilst he's doing it as well. Probably nice Friday night entertainment, hopefully. And Saturday night will be our music quiz. We've been doing it every Saturday, hosted by me this week. There will be some DJing after. There's always a good crowd afterwards, just hanging out and having some drinks and enjoying some good tunes. Right. Let's ask some film quiz questions. As we go along, I will give you the answers after every 2 rounds, I think. And put your scores, your total scores, as we go along, just to see how you're comparing to everyone else. And needless to say, please do not Google. There's no prize, there's no reason to Google. It's much more interesting and more fun if you just see how you do from your knowledge. So, round number 1, 5 questions per round. Round number 1 is just a general warm-up round. Number 1, which actors' roles have included the characters Austin Powers, Shrek, and Wayne Campbell? That's which actors' roles have included Austin Powers, Shrek, and Wayne Campbell. Okay, number 2. We'll get trickier as we go through with these, but round 1's just to warm you up. Number 2, which city does Scarlett Johansson find herself lost in? Well, not lost in, but find herself in the film Lost in Translation. So that's which city does Scarlett Johansson find herself in Lost in Translation? Name the city. I'm worried my laptop is making some interesting noises. Please don't die, laptop. You're my livelihood at the moment. He's doing alright. Right. Number 3. Which 1940 film, Charlie Chaplin film, was his first talking picture? So that's a film released in the year 1940. It was Charlie Chaplin's first talking picture. What was the film? About 30 of you on today. That's great. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Jack and Shelley, for your quiz entry there. Lovely of you. I will be able to buy bread tomorrow. That's alright, I got bread. Just checking that one's messaging on the Facebook. Sometimes people we've given up on hosting on Facebook Live because no one was really watching on there. So but occasionally you get the one person going there going, where's the quiz gone? Alright, number 4. Who was the very first female director to win the Academy Award for Best Director? So the very first woman to win the Academy Award for Best Director. It's looking nice and cozy in my room in the fairy lights. Team Smoko back in the house. Hello there, Adam DT. If any of you are regulars at real life quizzes, do put a shout out in the chat. Let us know which pub you come to regularly. It's interesting to know who's knocking around and getting involved. Number 5. Which film currently tops the list of the highest grossing films at the box office? So which film currently holds the record for the highest grossing box office ever? Alright, so that was round 1. I'll give you a minute and then we'll crack on with round 2. If you need any repeats, throw it in the chat. Okay, so round 2. So the rounds are going to get a bit more interesting, a little more tricky from here. Stapleton team here. Table booked under Marion most weeks, but I don't book the tables, Stephen. But I'm sure if I could see your picture, I'd definitely recognise you. Yeah, hopefully we'll see you back at the Stapleton whenever. Some would say a few weeks. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Or we may be living online for the rest of the year. All right, round 2 is... I've called it book title versus film title. I'm going to give you the title and the author of a book. You need to name the film that it was made into. So, good round this. Number 6, I'm going to give you the book title and the author, name the film. The book was All You Need Is Kill by Hiroshi Sakurazaka. There's no you there. So the book title is All You Need Is Kill by Hiroshi Sakurazaka. What was the film that it got made into? And number 7. Number 7, the book title was Nothing Lasts Forever. The author was Roderick Thorpe. Nothing Lasts Forever by Roderick Thorpe got made into which film? It's loading slowly. And number 3. Well, question number 8. Number 3 of round 2. We Can Remember This For You Wholesale by Philip K. Dick. We Can Remember This For You Wholesale by Philip K. Dick. What was the name of the film? Right. And number 9. This book was simply called Wise Guys by Nicholas Pileggi, or Pileggi, Pileggi. So the book was called Wise Guys by Nicholas Pileggi. Name the film. I hope that my skin is looking glowing today. We took the opportunity, as we couldn't go to a real spa yesterday. Me and my housemates ran a spa at home. Bit of face steaming, face masks. You can tell it's made a real difference. Number 10. Number 10, hopefully in 4. I've had a little drop out there of the connection according to my OBS software, if you missed the rebelling pun. Number 7, so this was all name the films that I'm going to give you the books that they were based on. You need to name the film. Number 7 was Nothing Lasts Forever by Roderick Thorpe. So that was the second question of this round, Jordan. Nothing Lasts Forever by Roderick Thorpe got made into what film? Number 8, We Can Remember This For You Wholesale by Philip K. Dick got made into which film? Number 9, Wise Guys by Nicholas Pileggi. And number 10, one that we all missed, I think, because the connection dropped, was The Sheep Pig by Dick King Smith got made into which film? Which movie? Okay. Right, I'll give you another 10 seconds, and then we're giving you some answers. Yeah, unfortunately, we're meant to have we have 2 Callums who work for Treehouse Quizzes. The one that I'm sure many of you seen hosting, and another one who was meant to be hosting on Sunday night, and sadly lives down. This is the issue of this online working. If you do not have good enough internet, bless him, he's down with his parents in the depths of Surrey with no internet, or he has internet, but it's just not good enough, which is a real shame. Anyway, answers for you. Round number 1. This was the warm-up round. The answers were, so it's 1 point per question. Number 1, which actors' roles have included Austin Powers, Shrek, and Wayne Campbell? Mike Myers. It's Mike Myers. Number 2, which city does Scarlett Johansson find herself in Lost in Translation? It is, of course, Tokyo. Number 3, which 1940s movie was Charlie Chaplin's first talking picture? It was The Great Dictator. I would recommend checking out his final speech from that film. Very, very good. Very, very powerful. Number 4, the first woman to win the Academy Award for Best Director was Catherine Bigelow. Catherine Bigelow. Number 5, that was for The Hurt Locker, in case you wanted to know, a few years back. Number 5, which film currently tops the list of the highest grossing films at the box office? Last year's Avengers Endgame is the current record holder. The next Avatar film is probably going to be coming for it, I imagine. We'll see. James Cameron will be annoyed because it was Avatar for a very long time. And then Avengers Endgame. Round 2 was the books. So, All You Need Is Kill by Hiroshi Sakurazaka became Edge of Tomorrow, or I Will Accept Live, Die, Repeat, as it later got renamed on video release. Not video release, you know what I mean, home release. So that was number 6, Edge of Tomorrow, or Live, Die, Repeat, whichever you wrote would get you a point there. Number 7, Nothing Lasts Forever by Roderick Thorpe became Die Hard. They changed it quite a lot, but it was based on that book. Number 8, We Can Remember This For You Wholesale by Philip K. Dick became Total Recall. Total Recall. Number 9 was Wise Guys by Nicholas Pileggi, the only non-fiction book on the list, became Goodfellas. Goodfellas. Number 10, The Sheep Pig by Dick King Smith was, of course, Babe. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Alright. Let's do round 3 and 4 then. I've numbered these weirdly because I didn't give the picture rounds a number, but I'm going to do a picture round for you now. So this is round 3. This picture round, quite simply, I am going to show you 5 directors, and you need to name them. So 5 directors are going to appear on your screen right about now. You can number this. Oh, there we are. And you can number this 11. 6 out of 10 there from Jodie. Some good guesses. Yeah, throw your scores in for that first half. Or first quarter, I should say. Right, so this is round 3. Number them 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, if you wish. 5 for Robert, Elizabeth and Anna. 50%. Not bad. You'll be able to catch up. Right, these are your directors. You've had one on the screen there for a while. That's question number 11. 6 out of 10 for Alice. Name the director. Number 11's on the screen. Number 12. A lot of 6 out of 10s there. It's pretty solid. Anyone got more than 6 out of 10? Put it in the chat. On the screen in front of you there. Whoop. That's number 12. Number 13. And number 14. Alright, and number 15. I'll cycle through those again for you. This is all round 3. Round 3, question number 1. Name this director. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. And number 5. Okay, I can pop those up again for you after round 4. We will mark rounds 3 and 4 after the next round. So, let's go on with the next round. This one, again, getting a little bit trickier. This is called Best Picture. I'm going to give you 3 films that were nominated for Best Picture in the same year, and you need to tell me which film won in that year. So I'm going to give you 3, this is obviously Oscars, 3 films that were nominated for the Best Picture at the Oscars in this particular year, and you need to tell me which film won. I might be nice with this and say if you can't name the film that won, but you name the year, you can have a half point. Only 1 point available per question. So, the first one, so this is round 4, question 1. The films that were nominated, or 3 of the films that were nominated, were Black Panther, Bohemian Rhapsody, and A Star Is Born. Which film won that year? Or if you can't name the film, have a crack at the year. 7 out of 10 for Daisy. Hey Daisy. number 1, Black Panther, Bohemian Rhapsody, and A Star is Born. Which film won the Oscar for Best Picture in that particular year? Alright, round 4, number 2. Films that were nominated were Avatar, I mentioned it earlier, District 9, great film, and A Serious Man. So which film won that year? Avatar, District 9, Dirty Bronze, and A Serious Man. Where's the wife beater, Daisy? I thought I'd put on a nice shirt as I'm hosting the quiz. Wife beaters just for lazing around in the house. It was Sunday yesterday, day off. Daisy's asking because we played our friend Karina made a very fun Jeopardy style game that we all played on the internet, which was good fun. And I won, which was turns out that game, if you don't put answers in, you don't lose points. So if you only answer when you know the answer, that's how you win. Number 13. I say number 13. Ignore me. Not number 13. Round 4, question 3. Name the film that won the Best Picture. The films that were nominated were Lost in Translation, Mystic River, and Seabiscuit, the film about horses. So Lost in Translation, Mystic River, and Seabiscuit. Which film won that year? As I say, if you don't know the film, give the year a crack. You might get a half point. And round 4, question 4. The films that were nominated, a little bit older now. The Full Monty, Good Will Hunting, and Elizabeth. So that was The Full Monty, Good Will Hunting, and Elizabeth. Who won that year? So Daisy, you'll get, if you can name the film, you get the full point outright. If you can't name the film, give the year a crack. If you get the film wrong but you get the year right, you can still get the half. Just trying to provide you with more fun, more things to guess. Alright, if you need any repeats from those last 2 rounds, put it in the chat now. Last question again. Oh, I didn't do the last one. I just got distracted by your question in the chat. Last question was, so this is round 4, question 5. The films were Taxi Driver, All the President's Men, and Network. Taxi Driver, All the President's Men, and Network. My apologies. You want all of 15 to 20. Alright, I'll quickly run through them all again. So, 15... the nominated films were Black Panther, Bohemian Rhapsody, and A Star is Born. 16 was Avatar, District 9, and A Serious Man. 17 was Lost in Translation, Mystic River, and Seabiscuit. Got my numbering wrong there, haven't I? Number 4 of the Best Picture round was Full Monty, Good Will Hunting, and Elizabeth. In the break, I'm going to sort all my numbering out because it's all over the place. And number 20 was Taxi Driver, All the President's Men, and Network. Right, I'm going to give you 1 minute. I'm going to quickly edit my sheet here so I don't get all confused with these numbers. Where did it go? There we are. There we go. Cool. I'll give you 30 more seconds to finish those off. I'm not seeing any more asks for repeats in the chat. That's lovely. Means everyone's been listening great. Okay, let's give you some answers then. So, once again, it's 1 point per round. The pictures. These. This fellow here, famous for his spaghetti westerns. This is Sergio Leone. Sergio Leone, 1 point. Up next, David Lynch, a dividing filmmaker. Some love him, some like me just can't get on with him. I'm sorry, David. I like what you're trying to do, but I just don't enjoy it. Number 3 was Greta Gerwig. Greta Gerwig made last year's Little Women, Lady Bird. Great film. It was my film of the year that year. Up next, Jordan Peele of Get Out fame. And this is Stanley Kubrick, the old Cube Meister. That's not a nickname for him. Stanley Kubrick. So again, that was Sergio Leone, David Lynch, Greta Gerwig, Jordan Peele, and Stanley Kubrick. And round 4 was the Best Picture nominations. I wanted the actual winner, and throw the year down there. Might get you a half if you don't get the film. So, first one was Black Panther, Bohemian Rhapsody, and A Star Is Born, all nominated. The year was 2018. The winner was Green Book. So if you got Green Book, give yourself a full point. If you only got 2018 but you got the film wrong, just a half. Alright. 17. Avatar, District 9, and A Serious Man. The year was 2009. And the winner that year was The Hurt Locker. Mentioned her earlier, directed by Catherine Bigelow. So like The Hurt Locker, 2009. You didn't say Green Book, and Green Book was the answer. For number 13. Daisy got the wrong end of the stick there. I didn't name the winner in the list. I was giving you ones that were nominated, and you had to name the winner. I worded that question really badly, did I? I do apologise. In which case, we're just going to go with the year. You get a full point for the year. Hopefully you'll pop the year down. So that first one, Black Panther, Bohemian Rhapsody, and A Star Is Born, 2018. The winner that year was Green Book, for those who did write down the winner. Yeah. Next one up was Avatar, District 9, and A Serious Man. It was The Hurt Locker, was the winner. 2009 was the year, so give yourself a full point if you got 2009. Next one was Lost in Translation, Mystic River, and Seabiscuit. Lord of the Rings, Return of the King was the winner that year. 2003. 2003 was the year. Up next, Full Monty, Good Will Hunting, and Elizabeth. Winner was Titanic. Was the year Titanic won? 1997. 1997. And the final one, Taxi Driver, All the President's Men, and Network was Rocky. Rocky was the winner that year, and the year 1976. I don't think you were a silly goose, Geordie. I think Rebelling Pun's right there. I didn't word that perfectly, but hopefully you still enjoyed that round by guessing the years. Alright, let's take a quick break. I'm going to sort out my numbering. I'm pretty sure I've done it now, which is good. And then we've got 4 more rounds for you. Pop your totals for the first half in the chat. Let's see how you're doing. And let's all have a quick break. Shall we add in kind of in between music? 14 out of 20 for Daisy. Daisy and Brains. Right. 8 out of 20, boys. 11 from Rebelling Pun. 10 from Jessica. 13 for James and Maddie Wright. Hey, Matt. 12 out of 20. First time as Alison. We're glad to have you. Lord of the Rings quiz. Maybe, Daisy. 11 out of 20. 12. That's alright. So top score does seem to be Daisy and Brains at the moment on 14. Anyone beating that, pop it in the chat. 10 here from Becky, and we dig your wording, even though we got them all good. Thank you. Yeah, we know you got 14, Daisy. Stop showing off. 10 from Stephen. 8 for Adam DT. Don't be too sad, Adam. It's okay. They're meant to get a bit trickier as we get later on. So. All right. Six from Robert. Don't cry, Robert. It's okay. There we go. Right. So going to be consistent numbering for the second half. What happened in that first half is I wrote 3 rounds and then I should have slotted the picture round at the end because it's confused all my numbering. But it's fine. I've learnt my lesson there. We're still learning here on Treehouse Quizzes. If you are enjoying what we're putting on. Oh, Stephen March used to live in E2 in Arena. Fun fact from Stephen there. Where do you live now, Stephen? Did you flee the warehouses? They're just talking about where he lives. All right. Yeah, if you are enjoying what Treehouse Quizzes is doing, please pop over to ko-fi.com/Treehouse Quizzes. Please throw in £1 or £2, ideally £2 a quiz, but £1's fine, or £0 is fine. If you are struggling financially, no problem at all. We do really appreciate it. As I always say, if you are playing regularly, just throw in once a week, and it really helps out me, Callum, Shura, Leia, all the other hosts. We're all self-employed, simple as that. So this is our way of making money now, through the honesty and kindness of everyone playing. So you live in a real house now, Stephen. Yeah, they are small. They're probably cheaper. Okay, let's get on. So, round number 5. I think this is quite a fun round. We'll find out if it works or not. I think it will. I tested it on my housemate earlier and he got a few of them. This is hashtag explain a film plot badly. Now, you may have seen on Twitter and on various memes and on the internets in general, they have a thing where people write a 1-sentence synopsis of a film, generally quite comedic is the idea, and I've taken a few of those and I'd like you to guess which film is being described. So, this is round 5, question number 21. See, I got the numbers right. Number 21. The film description is a love triangle between an 18-year-old girl, a 100-year-old guy, and a dog. That's a love triangle between an 18-year-old girl, a 100-year-old guy, and a dog. Remember, these are always a little bit tongue-in-cheek. So read between the line. Right, number 22. I added a word in here just to make it a little clearer. Number 22. Animated girl has to pretend she's a man to be taken seriously. Animated girl has to pretend she's a man to be taken seriously. Which film is that describing? Stephen and Daisy just having a conversation in the chat. All right. Number 23. 23. Group spends 9 hours returning jewellery. Group spends 9 hours returning jewellery. Just while I remember, if you don't already follow the Facebook page or subscribe to the YouTube channel, please click subscribe, click like, helps us out with ratings and such like. And the same on the Facebook, just follow the Facebook page so that you get kept up to date with all of the quizzes we're doing. Number 24. 24. Paranoid billionaire afraid of all-powerful immigrant. Paranoid billionaire, afraid of all-powerful immigrant. And the last one, probably the easiest, but it really made me chuckle. Leonardo DiCaprio wanders frozen wasteland in search of Oscar. That's Leonardo DiCaprio wanders frozen wasteland in search of Oscar. Alright, so that was round 5. Let's do round 6. Round 6 is called Happy Birthday, Mr. President. Happy Birthday, Mr. President. In this, I'm very simply going to give you a film title. You need to tell me who played the president in the film. The questions again, please, Daisy. You were too busy having a chat with Stephen, weren't you? Right, I'm going to do round 6, and then I'll repeat all of round 5 and all round 6 in one go. So round 6, Happy Birthday, Mr. President. I'm going to name the film. You need to name which actor played the president. So, number 26, the film was Air Force One. Air Force One. Who played the president? Number 27, our film this time, Love Actually. It's number 27, who played the president in Love Actually? Number 28, Pearl Harbor is your film. Which actor acted as the president? Number 28, Pearl Harbor. Feeling quite croaky today, I do apologise. I just have to do my radio voice and talk low. Alright, 29. I will give you the president's name just to specify. 29, Night at the Museum, who played Theodore Roosevelt? It's Night at the Museum, who played Theodore Roosevelt? And the final one. Number 30, your film is Mars Attacks. Mars Attacks. Right, I'm going to quickly run through all of those again. So round number 5 was the hashtag explain a film plot badly. 1 sentence descriptions of films. Number 21, love triangle between an 18-year-old girl, a 100-year-old guy and a dog. Number 22, animated girl has to pretend she's a man to be taken seriously. Animated girl has to pretend she's a man to be taken seriously, just to specify. She's not an animated girl, the film is animated, which is why I put animated in there, just to narrow it down a bit for you, because that happens quite a lot in films. 23. Group spends 9 hours returning jewellery. Group spends 9 hours returning jewellery. Number 24. Paranoid billionaire afraid of all-powerful immigrant. Paranoid billionaire afraid of all-powerful immigrant. And number 25. Leonardo DiCaprio wanders frozen wasteland in search of Oscar. And just repeating round 6 for you was name the actor who played the president. Number 26, the film was Air Force One, who played the president. Number 27, Love Actually was the film. Number 28, Pearl Harbor, who was your president in that. Number 29, Night at the Museum, who played Theodore Roosevelt in that. And number 30 was Mars Attacks. Right, 1 minute. You got some answers coming your way. So the suggestions for quizzes we've had for the coming weeks, we are going to do another Harry Potter one because, as I say, 100 people on Friday. People want more. One I came up with today, which I really fancy doing, and this is probably the right group to ask, Cornetto trilogy. If we run a Cornetto trilogy quiz, put an I, YARP. That's the reference, anyway. Put a YARP in the chat if you would enjoy one of those. Mainly because I want to write it. I want an excuse. Harry Potter, is that the books or the films? It is the films. Well, it's kind of a ribbling pun. It's a mixture of the books and films generally. It's if there's a question we ask that is contradicted between the books and films, I'll specify when we ask the question. But generally, it's stuff that are getting many yeses for the Cornetto trilogy. That's great. I'm going to do that this time next week. I'll do it next Monday. I'll do Cornetto. Yeah, Harry Potter one. If you're knowledgeable about both, you'll be all right, or either. We do specify when we go one way or the other. That might be another Friday night deal next week. I keep calling you Rebelling Pun, Ben. I'm sorry. I should just call you Ben. I forgot it was you. Okay. The ice cream. Yes, Lucy, we're going to do an entire quiz on Cornettos. The flavours, the history. No, the Cornetto trilogy is Simon Pegg and Nick Frost's films. Yarp. If you want to write one about the Cornetto trilogy and want to be a big man in a small town, you should piss on down the model village. You've accidentally preempted one of my questions there, Jodie, but that's fine. Still relevant. Okay, let's give you some answers. So, round number 5 was the hashtag explain a film plot badly. Number 21, a love triangle between an 18-year-old girl, a 100-year-old guy, and a dog. That was, of course, Twilight. Number 22. I do have a schedule for this week, Stephen. I will go through it in a second once we've done the answers. Number 22, animated girl has to pretend she's a man to be taken seriously, is Mulan. Mulan. The live-action one's been pushed back. It's meant to be out this summer. They've pushed all of the movies back. Number 23, group spends 9 hours returning jewellery, unless it's the extended editions, and then it's about 12.5 hours. Lord of the Rings. I was just looking for the whole trilogy there. Number 24, paranoid billionaire afraid of all-powerful immigrant. I was looking for Batman vs Superman, Dawn of Justice. Oh, just remembering that film is just... What was the whole Martha thing about? Oh, it was so weird. Number 23, Leonardo DiCaprio wanders frozen wasteland in search of Oscar, was The Revenant. Of course, The Revenant. The Presidents, round 6. Number 26, Air Force One. Of course, the President was Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford. No worries, Mark. Yeah, it is up on the Facebook page, the schedule for next week, or this week that we're in. I haven't put the schedule for next week yet. 27 was Love Actually, the President, a very slimy Billy Bob Thornton. Billy Bob Thornton, great actor. 28 was Pearl Harbor, the President, probably a trickier one if you got it, well done. John Voight. 29, Night at the Museum, Theodore Roosevelt, played by the late, great Robin Williams. And number 30, Mars Attacks, the President, is Jack Nicholson. Alright. 2 more rounds to go. Throw your current scores into the chat. Let's have a look how everyone's doing. I will go through the schedule for next week now anyway, Stephen, just for those who can't be bothered to go to the Facebook page. Tomorrow is General Knowledge with Shura. Wednesday is Peep Show. Peep Show on Wednesday with Callum. He's very excited about it. I hope you all enjoy it. I will not be playing because I've not watched all of it. And I've watched some of it. It is good. I'm not one of these people who hates Peep Show, as a lot of my friends think I am. Thursday's me, General Knowledge. 20 out of 30, Daisy. Well done. Friday is Big Jim's Quiz Lock-In. I know as much what's to come as you guys do with that. 20 for Rebelling Pun. Nice work for Ben. 13 for Adam. 20 for Daisy. 20 for James. A lot of 20s out there. 20 for Gemma. 17 for Stephen Marks. 12 out of 30, better than 6 out of 20. It is true. 12 is better than 6. 16s from Jessica and Jodie. And 13 from Becky. Let ourselves down over the presidents. There's a few gimmies in there, I thought, but I guess that is tricky if you've not seen the films. Alright, deeply upset, says Geordie on 10. Don't be deeply upset. It's okay, it's just a quiz. There are no prizes. Just joy and happiness. Alright. So, current leaders is pretty much everyone who's on 20. So we've got Daisy and Brains, Ben and Burns, James Barrett on 20 as well. Nice. It's more than that, Geordie. It's okay. We can get through this. We'll be alright together. Right, 2 more rounds for you. Another picture round. Not just Daisy and Brent. Sorry, Daisy. You've got a whole team there. It's very honest of you. Okay. I've got some more pictures for you. Lucy loves him too. Right. I'm going to show you some actors. You need to name them all. Nice simple round. So name the actors. This is round number 7. This is number 31 on your screen at the moment. Name the actor. Number 32. $33. 34. 1's a little small. Let me see if I can make that bigger for you. There you go. And number 35. Ooh. I'll go through those again for you. It's number 31. $32. 33. 34. And 35. All right. Anyone who's doing live broadcasting, OBS software does sexy picture transitions. It's great. All right, so next round. Last round. Just a shout out, little plug, this week and last week and next week. Off the back of these quizzes, a few companies have booked us to run team building online events, quiz events. So if you've got bosses and you feel that they'd want to spend some money for you all to have a good time, send them our way. All right, final round then. Round number 8. This is a quotes round. Do I do the voices is the question. I can do, Daisy. I can just text you later with it though. It's very, very kind. Thank you. All right. Round number 8 is quotes from films. You need to name the films. Number 36. The quote goes, "Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it." Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. Name the film. Alright, number 37. This is one I could do the accent. If there's demand for it, I'll try it. I'm going to regret saying that immediately as soon as that left my mouth. Right, 37. Now you're looking for the secret, but you won't find it. Because of course you're not really looking. You don't really want to know. You want to be fooled. So name the film. Now you're looking for the secret, but you don't want to find it. Because of course you're not really looking. You don't really want to know. You want to be fooled. Alright. Number 38. I'll do it in a minute, Daisy. I'll do it in a minute, I promise. 38. We've already been referenced with this in the chat today. You want to be a big cop in a small town? F off up to the model village. You want to be a big cop in a small town? F off up to the model village. Name the film. Right, number 40. Again, could do an accent, but it might give it away, so I'm not going to with this one. The quote goes, "Calm down, doctor. Now is not the time for fear. That comes later." Calm down, doctor. Now is not the time for fear. That comes later. You didn't ruin the quiz, Jodie. You didn't name the film. You narrowed it down to 3 for people. But it shows we've both got good taste. Alright. So, quickly just jump through those 2 rounds again. So pictures number 2. This was question 31 on your screen. Name the actor. I'll repeat them again. 32. 33. 34. And 35. And the quotes. Round 8. Number 36. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. 37. Now you're looking for the secret, but you won't find it, because of course you're not really looking. You don't really want to know. You want to be fooled. Number 38. You want to be a big cop in a small town. F off up the model village. You do actually say the F word, but I'm trying not to swear on the channel. Number 39. 39. I missed 40. Don't worry. I'll do 40 in a sec. Number 40. I am big. No. Number 40 is calm down, doctor. Now is not the time for fear. That comes later. Number 40. I am big. It's the pictures that got small. I am big. It's the pictures that got small. That's your number 40. Name the film. That's an oldie. Probably the trickiest one there, I reckon, if you are not into your older films. Alright, I'll give you a minute and then give you some answers. Sorry if you're picking up my typing there. Alright. So, last shout out before I go for the answers. If you have enjoyed the quizzes, please throw in your entry money. We do worry we say this too much on the channel, but we have noticed when we don't say it a few times throughout, people forget. It's fine. Everyone's human. But if you're struggling, please do not worry. Just enjoy the quizzes. But if you are financially stable, £1 or £2 each time you play is grand. Paying once a week saves us money on the PayPal fees. All right, let's do some answers. So, you can move up there on my screen, thank you. You've got some actors to name. So this was question 31. On your screen there is Melissa McCarthy. Melissa McCarthy. Number 32, Lupita Nyong'o. Lupita Nyong'o. 33 is the great Grace Kelly. Grace Kelly. 34, Michelle Yeoh. I'd say best known for Star Trek Discovery. Probably not best known, but that's where I best know her from. And the final actor is Olivia Colman, of course. A national treasure. Princess Grace of Monaco. Yes, that is who she is, Daisy. Alright. 1 point each for each of those. And the film quotes. Number 36. We're spot on an hour as well today. It's great timing. 36. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. Is from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. 37. Alright, I'll do the accent. I have to get into it first. My name is Michael Caine. Now you're looking for a secret, but you won't find it because, of course, you're not really looking. You don't really want to know. You want to be fooled. Is The Prestige. It's the second worst impression of Michael Caine anyone's ever heard. You're only supposed to bow the bloody doors off. Yes, Jody. Alright, 38. You want to be a big cop in a small town? F-hop up the model village. It is Hot Fuzz. Hot Fuzz. Part of the Cornetto trilogy. We're going to do a Cornetto. you salty sea dog. Cornetto trilogy quiz next Monday. 39. Will be more of a giveaway if I go, calm down, Doctor. Now is not the time for fear. That comes later. Is The Dark Knight Rises. And number 40. I Am Big. It's The Pictures That Got Small. It's from Sunset Boulevard. Sunset Boulevard. All right. Throw in your total scores, please, in the chat. Let's see who's won today. And a lot of you fighting for the lead. I do appreciate your honesty with this. Can't believe I actually did those impressions. That's gonna... 27 for Daisy Brains and their friends. 22 for Jessica. 26 for Ben and Ruth. 25 for Matty and James. 9 out of 10 for Stephen Marks. What did you get total, Stephen? So 27 for Daisy and the gang is leading. 29 for Jody. 25 for Stephen altogether. 20 out of 40 half marks for Robert. 19 for Geordie. Looks like you got it, Daisy and the gang. Someone just comes in with a big fat 40 out of 40. It's the joining in and having fun that counts. In this situation, Serena, it's entirely what it's about, because there are no prizes. I was for a long time thinking about how we could do prizes, and we just realised people would just cheat. So, but hopefully everyone's enjoying the entertainment. We're getting decent figures every video, so thank you so much. Gemma got 29. Well done, Gemma. Gemma Cartwright. Okay. I'm going to throw the link if you do want to pay for your quiz entry today. It's going in the chat box now. Or you can wait until the end of the week, join in with a few of our other quizzes. And hopefully we'll see you. I'll just run through those again for you. Tomorrow, you're our prize, Simon. Oh, you flirt. Tomorrow you get Shura. Speaking of flirts, he's a charming man. Him and Annabelle ran the music quiz on Saturday night. They had a lovely time, played some great music. He's going to be running the general knowledge tomorrow. Peep Show on Wednesday. If you know anyone who's a big Peep Show fan, please tell them. Tag them on Facebook. Thursday I'm back for general knowledge. Friday is Big Jim's quiz lock-in. Goodness knows what's going to happen. Saturday is Tank Talk next time, please. Maybe. No worries, Gemma. Well done on winning. Congratulations. Saturday night is our big music night. We do a music quiz for an hour, and then whoever's hosting, which this week will be me, does some DJing for however long we want to DJ for. People like to plug us into their speakers and have a little boogie, or just use us as background music. And then Sunday night will be general knowledge to finish off the week with Callum. All right. I'm going to head off now, everyone. Thank you very much for playing. And we'll see you, hopefully, another night this week. Keep safe. Look after each other.